80s. Breezy with more sunshine than what we've seen the past couple days. Starting off the weekend mostly dry. We will see some showers come Sunday.
Final check your top stories here on this Friday. FBI investigation bringing a SWAT team to a Miami Gardens neighborhood. Law enforcement responding to Northwest 29th Avenue and 160th Street just before 6:30 this morning. Sky 10 showing several people in handcuffs. We're waiting for more information following the raid on the home there. On the ground, a neighbor reported hearing 4 loud bangs and saw 3 people in cuffs. We were told 1 person was detained. And Homeland Security officers responded as well, saying they cannot comment on what happened at this time.
President-elect Donald Trump has named his chief of staff. Susie Wiles was co-chair of Trump's 3rd presidential campaign. She ran his 2016 and 2020 campaigns here in Florida, where she has also advised gubernatorial campaigns for now Senator Rick Scott and current Governor DeSantis.
Local 10 celebrating 11 years of our Day of Giving today. We are collecting non-perishable food for local hunger relief organizations. Since 2014, we have distributed more than 110,000 pounds of food benefiting 7 nonprofits all across South Florida. We are asking for your help. Today, our team of anchors and reporters are out there to greet you and accept your donations at select public stores across Miami-Dade, Broward, and Monroe counties. Here is a list of the participating locations. We're spread out from Broward to Miami-Dade, even in Monroe County today. Much more on our website. Everything you need to know about the Day of Giving. Just head to local10.com. To a Miami Gardens neighborhood. Law enforcement responding to Northwest 29th Avenue and 160th Street just before 6:30 this morning. Sky 10 showing several people in handcuffs. We're waiting for more information following the raid on the home there. On the ground, a neighbor reported hearing 4 loud bangs and saw 3 people in cuffs. We were told 1 person was detained. And Homeland Security officers responded as well, saying they cannot comment on what happened at this time.
President-elect Donald Trump has named his chief of staff. Susie Wiles was co-chair of Trump's 3rd presidential campaign. She ran his 2016 and 2020 campaigns here in Florida, where she has also advised gubernatorial campaigns for now Senator Rick Scott and current Governor DeSantis.
Local 10 celebrating 11 years of our Day of Giving today. We are collecting non-perishable food for local hunger relief organizations. Since 2014, we have distributed more than 110,000 pounds of food benefiting 7 nonprofits all across South Florida. We are asking for your help. Today, our team of anchors and reporters are out there to greet you and accept your donations at select public stores across Miami-Dade, Broward, and Monroe counties. Here is a list of the participating locations. We're spread out from Broward to Miami-Dade, even in Monroe County today. Much more on our website. Everything you need to know about the Day of Giving. Just head to local10.com.
Well, that does it for Local 10 News at 9. Thank you so much for watching.
Live with Kelly and Mark is coming your way next, and come on back. We're here for Local 10 News at noon.
And remember, you can always get the latest breaking news all day long just by checking our website, local10s.com. It's Friday. Make the most of it, and make sure you stop by one of those Publix locations today and help give.
South Florida, you're always so generous. Every time we do this, we expect nothing less today.
That's right.
40 years. In today's world, that's a lifetime. That's 4 decades of proudly serving this community. That's 4 generations of family values. That's believing in those values and building local partnerships. That's more than a quarter century of treating you not just as customers, but as family. Here's to growing together for 40 more.
When I got the news,
my whole world stopped.
I had cancer. My first choice for care was clear. Only Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center had treatments no one else could offer, and a team of experts for my cancer.
Always by my side.
Only Sylvester could get me back. Here.
At CarePlus Health Plans, we know how important it is to access the care you need. That's why some of our Medicare Advantage plans include benefits like saving money on your Part B premium each month and an allowance for expenses like groceries, utilities, rent, and more. Medicare's annual enrollment period is here. Contact CarePlus today and start living a more vibrant life.
Don't wait for the store. Save big on Loctite's Impact windows and doors. Get windows as low as $6 per month installed. Get 100% financing with zero down and no payments for 1 year. Call Loctite now, 954-388-7883 or visit LoctiteImpact.com.
Julie Durden, Local 10 Morning News weather.
At CarePlus Health Plans, we know how important it is to access the care you need. That's why some of our Medicare Advantage plans include benefits like saving money on your Part B premium each month and an allowance for expenses like groceries, utilities, rent, and more. Medicare's annual enrollment period is here. Contact CarePlus today and start living a more vibrant life.
Developing right now, there's a SWAT situation in my garden that happened earlier today.
We're told one person was detained. Local 10's Hannah Yashivi is live at the scene.
And Hannah, I know you have the latest on this investigation with the FBI.
Christian, Janice, around 6 a.m., FBI agents were right here on this road behind me on Northwest 28 Place. And right there where I'm pointing my finger, you can see the tow truck removing a car from that home in question. But earlier today, FBI agents were telling everybody inside the home to come out. Some of them were handcuffed. One of the men was detained. And neighbors here tell me that the announcement from the FBI on the loudspeakers was so loud that it woke them up.
I was in my room and I heard a big bang. And one of the residents in the house said, "Hey, outside there's a raid going on."
A neighbor who didn't want to show her face describes the moment a raid woke her up this morning. Agents from the FBI made themselves known in the area of Northwest 159th Street and 28 Place, specifically at this white and yellow house.
They were speaking Spanish over the speakers, so I couldn't understand. I guess they were trying to get the rest of the people out of the house. 3 ladies came out. And a little while later, 3 other men came out.
Sky 10 shows us the moments agents were searching one of the men in handcuffs. Here you can see 2 others also in cuffs. According to a detective with the FBI, only one of them was detained.
He's going to jail.
A canine was seen sniffing areas in and around the home as both FBI and agents with the Homeland Security Investigations continued their search. A spokesperson for the FBI says they are conducting an investigation here following a court order, but they're not giving any specifics. As soon as we learn more, we will update you on air and online. We're live in Miami Gardens. Hannah Yashivi, Local 10 News.
Hannah, thank you. And turning now to the former President Trump's transition back to the White House after his election victory.
He's already made his first appointment. Local 10's Joseph Ojo is live near Trump's residence in Palm Beach with the details. Joseph.
And Janice, a very historic pick. Susie Wiles is her name, and she will be the first woman in that role of chief of staff. And go ahead and take a look at this video. This was just from moments ago outside of President Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence, where we see a heavy security presence, including a robot dog outside, as the president-elect continues to put together his cabinet.
Preparing for his return to the White House, President-elect Donald Trump making his first hire. Campaign manager turned chief of staff Susie Wiles, one of Trump's most trusted advisors.
Susie likes to stay sort of in the back, let me tell you. The ice baby, we call her the ice baby.
Wiles will be the first woman to hold the powerful chief of staff position, Trump calling her, quote, tough, smart, innovative, universally admired and respected. The longtime Florida-based Republican strategist is the daughter of NFL player and sportscaster Pat Summerall. She has run 2 successful campaigns for Trump and helped Republicans like Governor Ron DeSantis and Senator Rick Scott get elected. Many names have been rumored to join Trump's team, such as Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Elon Musk, Florida Surgeon General Joseph Ladapo, and Florida Senator Marco Rubio, who said he's on standby.
So your name's floated around for a Secretary of State. If you're asked, you would serve in a Trump administration, Senator? Well, I'm going to work with the Trump administration in whatever capacity they feel is best. I'm not presumptuous to say they're going to pick me. Donald Trump makes that decision, and he makes good decisions about the people that work for him.
Thursday, President Biden addressing the election results, saying his administration will work with Trump's team to ensure a peaceful transition.
Campaigns are contests of competing visions. The country chooses one or the other. We accept the choice the country made. She gave her whole heart and effort, and she and her entire team should be proud of the campaign they ran.
And so Trump's cabinet team still being put together as the time as we do speak, and several members from the Florida delegation are also expected to possibly be named to his cabinet team. We shall wait and see. We're here in Palm Beach County. I'm Joseph Ojo, Local 10 News.
Okay, Joseph. Russian President Vladimir Putin speaking out for the first time since Trump's win. Putin praised Trump for showing courage when a gunman tried to assassinate him and said Moscow was ready for dialogue with the president-elect. Putin also declared that a, quote, new world order is taking shape before our eyes.
And right now at noon, we are continuing to track Rafael, now a Category 2 hurricane with on the move there in the Gulf of Mexico.
Meanwhile, cleanup continues in Cuba after Rafael made landfall there, destroying many structures and uprooting trees. We also are still tracking a tropical wave in the Atlantic. It never ends, right?
I know. So that's why we're going to turn things over to Brandon Orr and talk about this never-ending hurricane season.
It's a storm that just won't die either. Rafael just doesn't seem to quit. In fact, it's the second major hurricane ever in the Gulf of Mexico in the month of November.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Wow.
the last one was nearly 40 years ago. So this is unusual to get a hurricane this strong into the Gulf. It doesn't happen very often, but it's been a very unusual hurricane season. Maximum sustained winds have come down a little bit of 110. That now makes it a Category 2. Still looks pretty impressive, though, showing up on satellite. It's going to stay out here over the middle of the open Gulf. You can see it does a little loop there, and then heads down to the south where we're expecting this to fall apart completely over the open water. We'll see where the remnants goes, but at that point, it's just a rainmaker. So despite a very powerful storm into the Gulf, we're not expecting to see many direct impacts to land. We have that one other area that we've been talking about. This one is north of the Greater Antilles. This is moving towards the southeastern Bahamas. By Saturday, a 20% chance this becomes a tropical depression or a weak tropical storm. It's a little wave that's moving through, area of low pressure with it too. By Saturday, it's still too far to the east. By late Sunday, it'll bring some showers in here by the second half of the day. It is likely to stay weak. None of our computer models are particularly strong with this, but of course, we'll keep an eye on it because there is a low chance it could become a depression or a storm. Either way, it's just going to be a little bit breezy and a little wet at times late Sunday. Sarah is the next name on the list. We'll be back with a look at that weekend forecast coming up.
Okay, thank you, Brandon. There is a new arrest in the ongoing investigation into the Hammocks Community Organization, one of the state's largest homeowners associations. The Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office announcing the arrest of 63-year-old Jesus Q. He's facing 8 felony counts. Investigators say he acted as the controller accountant for the HOA board. The latest arrest, part of the investigation into alleged thefts, which devastated the finances of the residential community. His arrest follows the arrest of Ivan Diaz 2 weeks ago and 5 other HOA officials arrested back in November of 2022. All charged with multiple felonies in the case. Investigators say all of them played various roles in embezzling millions of dollars from the association, funneling money into personal accounts and fake companies while neglecting the basic upkeep of the Hammocks community. Turning now to a disturbing story after racist text messages were sent to people all around the country telling them they've been selected to pick cotton.
Unbelievable. Many of these texts eerily specific and even calling people by their names. Local 10's Alex Finney has the details.
This morning, a mystery as to who sent racist text messages to people around the country in recent days. Authorities in more than a dozen states say residents, including children, received texts from unknown numbers telling them they've been selected to pick cotton. Sam Burwell in Virginia got one and says he was shocked to see the sender knew his name.
First text I saw was somebody texting me, greeting me, first of all, greetings. And we will be there to pick you up for a cotton field.
It continues on with, be ready at 12 p.m. sharp with your belongings. Our executive slaves will come get you in a brown van. Be prepared to be searched down once you've entered the plantation. You are in Plantation Group W. He said his cousin got a similar text, but with one difference.
I found it weird that in my text message, it had a different group number than his, and they both had our names.
Sharon McCombs of New Jersey says her text read, "You have been selected to pick cotton at the nearest plantation. Be ready with bags packed at 5:55. Our executive slaves will come pick you up in a brown minivan. Be prepared to be searched down once you've entered the plantation." New York's Attorney General says some of the texts were targeting middle school, high school, and college students. The sender's numbers were visible. The TextNow company, a service that allows people to create phone numbers for free, says it's aware of the messages and says it shut down accounts of those involved. Law enforcement